So the new Ragnarok map came out, and I've been playing probably a solid 7 hours on it so far. Got a pretty good start, but it's just so fucking big and poorly optimized that I have to play it in like medium settings. So I just wanted to see if some of my old maps, if I could still play them on high settings. I have a GTX 970, and they recommend you put the settings on high at that point. So let's just look at these. So these are the settings on high. Pretty much everything is epic or high. Whereas like when you put it at medium, it's just shit. Actually give you decent sky quality, decent ground clutter density, and it puts all these effects on, which I pretty much have to click all those off playing Ragnarok. So just I'm going to be doing a little bit of graphics comparison, showing you the difference between some of the graphics here. And I can't really go to Ultra. Let me see what they... Or Epic, they're supposed to have a Titan X, which I'm not even 100% sure what that is. So I might go back to just playing on my center map. I do have better Ingrams and stuff too, but just it's nice having that further render distance. That's my biggest problem playing on Xbox all the time. It's just the render distance is just shit. Like right now I can see trees all the way over there on the coastline. I can see trees all the way over on the arch where the redwoods and the winter biome meets. It's just a lot more immersive that way. Sky quality, when I turn that all the way down, it just looks like one bland gray color. This actually looks pretty decent. Right now the clouds are all red for some reason. This is my center base. I usually, when I play center, I always go on this island by the rock, and I usually just build a bridge over there, but I haven't done it at this point. So I've actually got a couple bases on the center, but this has become my new headquarters. Get all these cats that I always just take into that cave over by the beavers. But animals, I mean, they look all pretty good. Although when I play on Ragnarok and turn everything down, I still keep like textures up a little bit, so it still looks pretty decent. So that's that. Let's just go ahead and go through a couple of the options here. So here's going to be medium. So medium really doesn't even scale too many things down. It just turns some of these from high to medium, and it looks like it's leaving everything at the same levels. Doesn't look like it really unchecked anything. So really you're not going to notice a big difference there. Let's just see. I hardly notice a difference. I did just jump up from about 50 frames all the way to 80 to 90 frames there. Now you can see though, as I'm looking at that arc in the that like arch over there in the distance, from the redwoods to the winter, now I can't see those trees. And I also can't see the trees on the beach to the right, like further, as far as I could before. Look, even those rocks aren't even rendering until I damn near fly into them. So that's one thing that kind of takes the immersion away, and then you can't really see as far. You don't know if you're like looking for certain resources on the ground. Let's just go ahead and try low. So what I'm playing on, so low, it's going to turn the ground clutter density all the way down, the distance all the way down, sky quality, and everything's going to be low except for anti-aliasing. This is probably going to look like poop. Oh, and it unchecked a lot of these boxes. So this is just like slightly worse than the Xbox. Now this is terrible. Like, look, I had to be within like 40 feet for these rocks to even appear. So we talk about losing all the immersion at that point. mean, the redwoods look like there's not even trees over there. Can't. Well, I can see the trees across. It's weird. It renders in the trees, but it doesn't render in the rocks. Animals, once again, don't look like terrible. But so I'll show you. This is what I play Ragnarok on. Turn that. This is how I play Ragnarok. These settings right here. And that's how you're going to get the best frames. Which, unfortunately, you have to play on Ragnarok right now, or I at least have to with my GTX 970. But right there I was going anywhere from 90 to 110 frames, which is not necessary. I mean, as long as I can get a consistent 45 to 70 frames while I'm playing this game, it's fine, as long as it's not stuttering all the time. It's just unfortunate that my computer is capable of these higher settings. I hate motion blur. If you ever have any issues with the sun and the light just like blaring in your eyes, you can just click these off. That helps it quite a bit. I'm not really sure what this. Let's just apply that and see what happens. See, and everything looks a lot better in my opinion now. I don't know. With E3 being released and Ragnarok on this map, or on this game being released, it's got me back into ARC PC a little bit. I normally run the Xbox dedicated server, but I don't think me and my brother and our friend Clark are really probably going to invest in the Xbox One X right away for 500 bucks. I doubt it, at least. But for big ARC fans and people like me who run dedicated servers, it definitely would be sweet, because they say you can run ARC in epic settings, which would be like pretty much where I'm at, if not better. Thing is, though, because I run an ARC dedicated server, I'm pretty sure I would have to. I'm not sure if I would have to have two Xbox One X's, or if I would just need the server running on a regular Xbox and then Xbox One X that I'm playing on, so it looks better. Not 100% sure, or if like I could have an Xbox One X with the higher settings, if my friends would be able to play with me. Those are the type of things I'm curious about. But just want to do a slight graphics comparison there. If you guys know the answer to that question, let me know in the comments below. Thanks.